I like to think of myself as a guy who doesn't get jealous. And I've been married for quite a long time. My wife and I just celebrated 20 years of marriage.
Congratulations.
Thank you. You know Liza well.
I'm a big fan.
Yeah, she's a lovely person. 20 years married, 14 of them quite happy. And we and I don't get jealous, but we went to this party recently, this gathering, and it was Joel McHale, wonderful fellow. And his wife, Sarah, had us over, and some other people were there as well.
Strapping, that Joel McHale.
He is. And he's not the one I'm jealous of because I've seen what he has to do to get those muscles. The number of chemicals he takes, legal and illegal. And some of them are just tied on with twine, just fake
American
biceps.
Athleticism.
So, but he gathers a couple of people, and I didn't know. And at one point, the door opens, and in comes Kyle MacLachlan, and he is take it easy, Sana,
and Matt.
Yeah. He comes in, and of course, I had worked with him many years ago on Saturday Night Live, and I also always like him. I always think he's fantastic. He's a beloved actor, kind of iconic. He comes in the door, and damn it, he looks good. And then he turns out, of course, to be the nicest guy you'll meet, very intelligent, lovely. And he's seated next to my wife at this dinner. It's one of those things where let's break up the couples.
Oh, boy.
So Joel and I are over in the corner, and I'm noticing that his right bicep doesn't match his left. Well, they're fake. I'm just trying to get that out there. He ties them on before the party, the way you'd put on a cummerbund. They're made of rubber. And so they don't line up quite. And I'm noticing that. And Joel's there saying, yeah, so I do reps. And I'm like, okay, that's great, Joel. But down at the end of the table, I see that my wife is having the greatest conversation, better than any conversation she and I have had.
Throwing her head back, laughing.
Laughing in a way that I didn't think she could laugh. Yeah. And on the way home, she's going on and on about he is the nicest, loveliest man, and he's also from Washington State, just like me, and and they're going on and on and on. And I started to grip the wheel tightly because I realized if it came down to it, I lose to Kyle MacLachlan, and I don't even blame my wife. I say you've made the right call. And I also claim nothing in the marriage. I say you can have it all. I'll just walk away into the ocean like James Mason in A Star is Born.
You had a good run.
I had a good run, and it's over. And I wish you two the best.
Enjoy the children.
Enjoy the children, who I never really got to know well. I'll be honest with you.
They're nice. I'm
told. Yeah,
to tell you,
they're good kids, right?
And sharp as hell.
Yeah, my agent says they're doing well.
When Megan and I were first together, I'll try to nutshell this, but we had just started dating, and I moved onto her couch almost immediately, but she wouldn't let me into her bed for months. She really made me wait, because I think she suspected that it could be something lasting, so she didn't want to have a fling. I immediately established myself as a staunch suitor, and she said, you know what, I got to run up to Banff and Calgary to work on a movie for a couple weeks, and the timing is great because this is getting pretty hot and heavy, and I would love to put it on pause for a moment and make sure that I'm serious about this. And the next day, I was cast in the same movie.
That's so lovely. I thought the story was going to be, she went up to Banff. The movie starred Alec Baldwin, Rob Lowe, and Kyle MacLachlan. and she plays the goddess of love.
I've never seen it. Yeah, it's called.
It's a good movie.
Threesome.
Well, technically foursome. Three dudes find a time machine and they hook up with the goddess of love by Megan Mullally.
I was kind of freaking out and bummed that she was going, and then literally the next day, Ted Levine was supposed to play the sheriff, and he dropped out, and I was so excited that I was going to get to go be with Megan, but also that I got to replace Ted Levine,
right?
A mustache hero, and also a deep voice, terrifying hero. And so we went up, and I watched Megan do a scene where she was just at a bar flirting with Hart Bachner, and that for me was the most powerful I had to go outside, and then later when she got wrapped from work, I said, we need to talk about this. I'm going to burn down a building. I'm really upset. And that was that was when she taught me about how, our spouses in a healthy marriage, that's when you learn where the give and take is and what your baby husbands need to be coddled so that they don't commit hate crimes when they see you simply doing an acting scene.
When I first met Liza and we were just going out, I had some party at my cool bachelor loft. And, a bunch of people from the show came, and I forget how this happened, but Lucy Lawless, of course, the actress who plays Xena, Warrior Princess,
sure.
She showed up at the party, who I had only known as just being a guest on the show. And at one point, I'm just... Liza's there at the party, but I'm just in the corner chatting. Oh, and also the James Lipton, dean of the Actors Studio, was also at the party because he used to do a lot of bits on her show. So I'm at a party with James Lipton, author of the famous quote for anyone who listens regularly to the podcast, "Katakai as God made her," and Lucy Lawless. And I'm chatting with Lucy Lawless. And then at one point, I think Liza came over and said, "Okay, I think you've talked long enough to Xena, Warrior Princess." And I thought, really? That was nice. I actually felt pride that because Lucy Lawless had absolutely no interest in me in that regard. No. And I was seeing Liza, and I'm an honorable man, as you know. I would never have done something so crass. But still, I felt good that I think now Liza would just find that she wouldn't be able to muster up that kind of jealousy.
No, I mean, and I love Lucy, by the way. She eventually played my love interest on Parks and Rec.
That's right.
At the end.
That's right.
And she's the paragon of like to imagine a statuesque person with whom to speak in this context.
Yes.
You can't beat Lucy Lawless.
Oh, no. She and I in a corner, and I could see why. But I felt glad that for a second, Liza thought I was even capable of attracting the eye of Lucy Lawless. And it made me happy. And then she later found all the letters I was writing to Lucy Lawless, which all went unanswered, to her credit.
You had a good run.
She says, "Stop calling me Xena, geek." Stop sending me photos of yourself in the leather skirt and the sword, which was just a thing I was into.